Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with another episode of Kicking Aces here in World of Tanks. And no, you're not experiencing deja vu. I am once again in the Locust, the Tier 3 American light tank. We're on Prokhorovka in a standard battle. And I know the last video that I put up was this same tank. It was another Tier 3 low tier battle. It was the Locust. It was also from the time when the American Dream Machine operation was going on. So I've been playing this tank a ton, and I would not put up another video of the same tank twice in a row if it wasn't really special. The end of this game, I mean, the game's kind of crazy throughout, but the end of this game, if you love an intense battle, back and forth on the scores, and a wild finish, if that's the kind of video that you're into, then I've got one for you. We're at tier 3, so yeah, there's some seals getting clubbed down here. This isn't I'm an amazing player and I don't make any mistakes. I certainly do in this, but the entertainment value, if you like to see a crazy close battle, stay tuned because there is one coming. So, quickly, as most tier 3 low tier battles go, 3 tanks are already down on each side and we're a minute into the battle. And one of the most frustrating things to deal with down here at these low tiers are super fast tanks that are really hard to hit, like this Panzer 1C on the enemy team. It's a German tier 3 light tank. It's a tank that a lot of people are using down here at the low tiers. It's really powerful, it's got a crazy autoloader, and it's super fast. And you can see I'm stationary, fully aimed, and I can't hit the thing. And it's just really hard to hit them when they don't slow down. It kind of takes a lucky shot to get one into the tracks, or if you can get a ram off, you got to do something to slow these things down. There we got one lucky shot in, and it's finally taken out by my allies. So we're going to head back into the fight, and again, now we're just 2 minutes into the battle, and 5 tanks from each team have already been eliminated. So a close battle, the scores are just about tied. Now we just went down 1 tank. You can see there are 3 artillery on the enemy team, which is a problem on a map like Prokhorovka. If you like to poke the middle here, try to light up the ridge, or if you're sitting in the back sniping, if you get lit up, the artillery will rain fire down upon you. So you need to be aware of that. So I am going to not stop moving if I can help it. So there you can see I had a nice shot at the side of that martyr, but I didn't want to stop and take it because I was worried I was going to get hit. So I kind of did it on the move, and that has been a theme. I have fired a lot of shots on the move, and I have missed a lot of shots. I only have 2 damaging hits at this point, and I've gone through not quite, but close to half of my ammunition. 50 rounds is what the Locust carries, and they're low damage shots. It's a very low caliber gun, so if you're firing at tier 3s, it's probably going to be okay. But if you're firing at tier 4s and 5s, you need a lot of damaging shots to get rid of those tanks. So your ammo is a bit of a precious commodity in this tank, and it's something I'm not doing a very good job with here early on. So we drove away another tank there, and our allies finished it off. We are now approaching this Cruiser 3, that's a British Tier 2 light tank, and we're going to try and use again our speed to swoop in, get around him, beat the gun traverse, and then damage it and take it out before it's able to get a shot into us. And you can see, oh, we're just not doing well here. I switched to the premium rounds because they have a bit more velocity, and it's easier to hit tanks that are on the move when you're on the move, because the auto aim will do a better job hitting those tanks because the bullets aren't as slow. So now I've run into a Locust on the enemy team, the same tank that I'm in, and he's on very low health, Tyrock there, but you can see I stopped shooting after a while because these tanks are so fast. If they're circling, you're not going to hit them with the auto aim, and it's really, really hard to drive these tanks and manually aim. So instead, we kind of danced a little bit there. I threw some shots at him, he threw some at me, and we kind of broke off the engagement, and things are looking not very good right now. We're down 3 tanks to 6. Our artillery has been removed, and I decide it's time to go and make a move here. So rather than chase that Locust around and try to hit him, I see 2 tank destroyers on the ridge. a Panzerjäger 1. That's a tier 2 German tank destroyer, and we're going to go for it here. So I've got his side. He's not moving quickly, so I'm able to traverse around him, put a number of shots in, and as I'm driving away, I'm still locked on with the auto aim, so I'm trying to continue to put shots in. And at the same time, I'm able to beat the traverse of the Russian tier 3, I believe that is, tank destroyer. I think that's the 76I, but we'll see again as we go for another pass here. There we go. We get the Jaeger down. And now, look, I'm using the ridge line here, keeping myself below the ridge line, making it really hard for that tank to get its gun down on me. A handbrake turn, really nice. We swoop in. Again, we've got the side of the tank. We pump a couple more shots in, and it's eliminated. And we, for a moment there, had tied the scores with 3 tanks remaining on each team. But there's a bit of a problem. 2 artillery and a light tank, and it is that Locust that I ran into before. I only have 7 rounds left. I have not been careful with my ammo, and I am now about to pay the price for it. Every single one of these shots needs to go in if we're going to have a chance here. There is the M7 Priest. That's the American tier 3 artillery. Our first shot, where did that go? Oh, I felt like that should have got in. And the second one bounces. Trouble, trouble. Oh, that was so unfortunate. Those are premium rounds bouncing off of an artillery. That is just unfortunate. So now I need to be extremely careful. I come in, I've got the flat side of this tank. I cannot shoot at an angle. I cannot afford. Oh, I needed a 3rd or 4th round there to finish off the M7 there. I don't know if I low rolled or not, but just took too many shots there to get rid of that tank. And now I've got 1 piece of ammunition left, and I'm on the tail of this HMC, this tier 2 artillery. I put one in, and he slows down, which I needed to go for the ram. There was no way that one shot was going to take him out. So we did. Top gun, 6 kills, and I am out of ammunition. So I don't know what to do right now. I'm trying to think. First thing I need to do is find this other guy, and maybe I can ram him, but my health is very low. And oh, there he is. He found me. So he's on my tail, and I'm thinking, okay, he's done a lot of damage. Maybe he's low on ammo. So I'm trying to, again, circle, get him to shoot at me and get him to miss, and then I can figure something else out. Once I have run him dry from ammo, maybe I'll have a chance. But he's driving pretty well. He's kind of on my tail here. I'm not able to lose him, and he hasn't taken a single shot yet. That strikes me as weird. At least once. I mean, I understand you got to be careful with your ammo, but I feel like it's been a long time since he tried a single shot. Is he out of ammunition as well? Wow. I think he is. And so, okay, now my mind is racing. 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Plenty of time. We're in the middle of the field here. My health is maybe a little bit more than his, but a ram is likely to end up, if anything, it's going to kill both of us if we collide too hard, right? Both of us are on low health. I might have a little bit more than him, but that doesn't sound like a great idea. And then I think, okay, what are my possible win conditions? Well, I can ram this other tank. He could crash, but there's not really any driving obstacles here on this map. So the other thing I could do is I could try to cap. So I'm still not 100% convinced that he's out of ammunition. So I'm trying to not give a straight shot. I don't want to just drive in a straight line. He'll slot in behind me and pump a shot. But the longer this goes on, the more sure I am that he is also out of ammunition. So we're going to try this. We're just going to go into the cap. And if I can drive around the cap circle for the entire capture time without taking any damage, then I'll win by capping. So that could work. Let's give it a shot. So that's plan A. So we're in the cap circle. I'm going to try and keep my eye on the other Locust while remaining in the cap circle. You can see I got a little bit close there, but this is going to be a tall order. I need to keep my speed up. If I stop, I'm going to be a much easier target to hit. I need to keep my eye on this other Locust, and I need to keep my tank in the cap circle. So that's going to be pretty tough to do. But we have 1 minute and 14 seconds left. And wow, I was able to vary my speed just enough there and cut that angle perfectly so that I was able to get around the Locust. So there, I could see he was going to head me off, so I go for a handbrake turn. One of the weaknesses of the Locust is its traverse speed for the hull. It's not very nimble. It does not have a super tight turning radius when you're at full speed. So I got a little bit stuck there, you could see, and he was able to zone in on me and does a ram and resets the cap. So I really don't think this is going to work. 1 minute and 33 seconds left, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to cap, so I decide, okay, we need to go to plan B, and plan B is to try and go for the ram. So I see him setting up. I need to get the corner of my tank into the front of his and hope for the best, and yes, it was just enough, leaving me on 8 hit points. That is absolutely insane. Super, super lucky. What a crazy result. We're able to get a win for the team. And wow, what a result as we look at the post-game stats. An ace tanker for our 7 kills. Unfortunately, you cannot earn the like Radley Walters and those kind of medals when you're down here in the low tiers. But we did get a top gun and the ace tanker for our 703 damage, just about 400 assistance damage. We detected 4 tanks and destroyed 7. So a great game that netted us 23,600 silver with our premium account. And of course, that was firing every single piece of ammunition, including our premium rounds in that game. So we'll take a quick look at the team results, and there we can see from the Zerg clan, it was Tyrock in that other Locust, and he was able to put up quite an impressive game himself. Beat me in terms of damage, 884 total damage. Was able to kill 6 tanks as well, was able to destroy 6 tanks, so a top gun it would have been for him as well if he had been able to take me out there at the end. Fortunately, not quite enough. It looks like all 50 rounds were fired, and you can see again, a little bit careless with the ammunition, just like I was. 50 shots fired, only 27 of them hit, and of the 27, 24 were penetrations. A little bit of assistance damage there as well, and the base defense points from ramming me when I was trying to cap out. So we can see my results as well, and even worse in terms of the accuracy. 50 shots fired, 22 hits, and 18 penetrations. So let this game be a lesson to you in terms of your ammunition management in the Locust. It's one of the things I've noticed in the games that go the distance, in the games where you really, really need to step up. If you're wasteful early on, you're not going to be able to carry late because you're not going to have the damage capability to do so with your limited ammo capacity. So get a feel for the Locust. Go back and look. I think I had a counter running during the video where I took wasteful shots, just shots that had no chance of success, and those were foolish. I need to make better selections and fire only when there's a chance at going in. You can still fire on the move, you can still take a long range shot if you have a chance of success, but moving at full speed with another tank traversing in front of you with the auto aim on, need to have a little bit more trigger discipline in those situations. So that's going to wrap things up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video just for the absolute ridiculousness. My condolences to Tyrock. He did send me a couple of messages afterwards. All of them were very nice. He did ask how much health I had left after the ram, and was a very good sport about the whole thing. So big shout out to him, putting on a big carry for his team and coming up just a little bit short thanks to a little bit of luck on the final ram there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please feel free to like the video. And as always, you can subscribe to Meat City Gaming for your future World of Tanks console content. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.